Hi everybody, welcome to our yoga tone class. If it's the first time that you're with me, my name is Albert Garcia and I'm going to be guiding you through the next hour of a vinyasa flow, giving a little bit more emphasis to our core, focusing a little bit more on our strength. So hopefully you're ready to start. Make sure that you have space around your mat and perhaps have with you a block or maybe a book or a bottle, something that can help you to have a little bit more balance in case you need it at some point. Most important, if you have any injuries, if you have any pains in your body, always feel free to adapt yourself. You can always change the posture, maybe take a moment of rest, whatever it is that makes you feel a little bit more comfortable. Let's get ready to start. I like to start seated on a block, but you will choose to start seated on your heels, maybe just cross-legged down onto the ground, however you feel more comfortable today. And then here, once you find your seat, see if you can give yourself a little wiggle. That's it. Make sure that both of your seat bones feel equally stable, equally grounded. And perhaps you feel that there is a little tension around your shoulders or your neck, so give it a little shake, maybe some circles around. Perhaps you want to make a gentle yes and no movement with your head. And slowly find that point of stillness. Visualizing the space between the seat bones and the crown of the head. Imagine a line going through your spine, pulling you a little bit higher towards the sky. With your exhales, softening the muscles of the face, relaxing your jaw, your neck and shoulders. Notice your breath. How is your breath today? Is it fast? Is it slow? Is there any difference between your inhales and your exhales? All together, we're going to bring one hand onto the heart and one hand onto the belly. Take a moment to feel the warmth of your hands. Connect to the movement of your body. Taking a very deep inhale through the nose. And a very big exhale through the mouth. Two more times. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. One last time. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Gently opening the eyes, coming to your space. Inhale, reaching with the arms up high. Exhaling, bring the left hand down towards the left side and reach with the right fingertips a little bit further. Now trying to keep both sit bones grounded to the mat. Maybe you want to reach a little bit more with the left hand out Perhaps you want to bend the left elbow. Perhaps you want to give some movement, maybe make a circle with the right arm. Give a little bit more space to the right shoulder. And on the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, lowering the right hand down to the right and reaching the left hand a little bit further away. Noticing if there is any difference between the right and the left side of the body. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, slowly walk the hands towards the front. See if you can keep your sit bones a little bit more grounded and allow yourself to fold forward. Notice your breath. This is a good moment to take a very deep inhale through your abdomen. By doing so, you will feel how it probably stretches a little bit more your lower back. It gives a little bit more space towards your hips. And gently walking the hands towards your knees. You're going to place the hands onto the knees. Inhaling, lifting the chest up towards the sky. Open up further. And exhaling, tuck the tailbone around your spine and bring the chin to the chest. Two more times. Inhaling, opening the chest. First time, tuck the tailbone under. Chin to the chest. One last time. Inhaling, open. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone around your spine. Inhale, coming back to the center. Gently from here, give yourself a little impulse passing onto our hands and knees. If you have any problems underneath, move them to the side of the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to tuck the toes and directly bring the sit bones back and front, giving ourselves a little swing motion. Warming up our wrists. Make sure that you don't go too far front or too far back. Controlling the movement. Already here, noticing your spine. See if you can gently start engaging your core. And coming back to the center, shoulders above your wrist, and then from here start making circles around your wrist, starting towards the right side. And feel how that gives you the opportunity to really ground all the fingertips, the palms of the hands into the mat. And changing direction, going towards the left. Notice if there is any difference. And still don't let your core be relaxed, already engaging a little bit more. And coming back to the center, we're going to turn the fingertips to point towards your knees. And then gently from here, we're going to bring the sit bones back, giving a stretch to our forearms. And perhaps you want to bend a little bit more your elbows. Perhaps you want to stay a little bit higher up. This is a tender part, so make sure that you treat it with respect. Be kind to your body. And gently coming back to the center, bring the fingertips back to point towards the front and let the belly drop down, inhaling, arching for a big cow. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone round the spine, nose to the belly for a big cat. Let the belly drop, inhaling for a big cow. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, big cat. One more time, let the belly drop, inhaling up. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press navel in for a big. Coming back to the center, now bring the sit bones back and up, bringing the first downward dog of the practice. And take a moment here to really enjoy and find how your dog feels more comfortable. Maybe give a little wiggle to your knees. Perhaps you want to check your feet. Check your hands. One more breath here. And slowly start walking the feet over the hands, one bit at a time. Placing the toes behind your wrists, bend your knees and hold of the opposite elbows, and allow your body to hang here. If you want to go further, maybe swing a little bit side to side. Feel the weight of gravity lengthening your body. And slowly release your elbows, bend the knees deeper, tuck the tailbone under, and start rolling up your spine one bone at a time. Really all the way up high. Reach with the arms towards the sky. And slowly exhaling, reach with the hands towards the front and fold forward. Bend your knees, tuck the tailbone. We repeat this circle. Tuck and roll the spine all the way up. Feel every bone stacking on top of each other. Reach the arms up high. And exhaling, reach with the fingertips towards the front. See if you can keep your legs straight. Fold forward. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone. Rolling all the way up high. Our last time. Reach with the arms up high. Expand even further. Reaching with the fingertips towards the front. And folding forward. On your next inhale, bring the hands to your shins, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhaling, we're going to step first the left foot back, lower the left knee down. Exhale, bring the hands onto your right thigh, trying to keep the right knee on top of your right ankle. Pressing the thigh towards the front. Imagine you want to spread a little bit further. And exhaling, rotate the shoulders back and allow your hips to melt a little bit deeper. One more breath here. And allow yourself to melt a little bit deeper. One more. And a little bit deeper. On the next inhale, reach with the arms up high. Exhaling, bring the elbows down, opening up the chest. Inhale, center. Still engaging your core, your abdomen. Exhaling, lower the elbows, expand your chest. One last time, inhaling up. Exhaling, lower the elbows, expand your chest. Inhaling, center. Bring the hands down to the mat. Lengthen the spine first. And exhaling, bring the hips back. Lengthen the right leg. Flex the right foot. We're going to give stretch to the back of the right leg. Lengthen the spine. And then exhaling, see if you can gently melt forward. Maybe give a kiss to your right knee. If you feel it's too much, you can always bend a little bit more your right knee. One more breath. And slowly bring the weight back towards the front. Round your hands. Inhaling, stepping back to a plank. And directly here, gently lower the right elbow down. Lower the left elbow down, coming into a low plank. Trying to keep here one long line from the heels to the crown of the head. Make sure that your abdomen is not falling out. Pressing the space between the shoulders up towards the sky. Just for 2 more breaths. And slowly lower the knees down to the mat. Lower your hips, lower your chest, untuck your toes. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Rotate the shoulders back, lengthening for a low cobra. In this low cobra, we want to press the top of the feet into the mat. Engage your glutes to protect the lower back. One more breath. And slowly release down, tuck your toes. Inhaling, press the hips back. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking one deep inhale. And one deep exhale out. We're going to go to the other side. Directly step the left foot between the hands. Lower the right knee down to the mat. Reaching with the arms up high first. Shoulders above your hips. Exhaling the hands on your left thigh. Left knee on top of the ankle. See if you can imagine spreading the thigh towards the front. Giving a little bit more stretch. And exhaling, allow the hips to melt deeper. Release lower. One more breath. And a little bit further down. Joining with our arms, inhaling, lift the arms up high. Exhaling, lower the elbows to the side to expand your chest. Inhaling, lift. Exhale. Inhaling, lift. And exhale. Now bring the hands down to the mat, lengthen your spine. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the hips back, lengthening the left leg, flex the left foot. Reach up first from the crown of the head. And exhaling, slowly fold forward. One more breath. On your next inhale, bring the weight over the front, ground your hands, stepping back to a plank, and directly lowering the left elbow down, lowering the right elbow, staying into this low plank, trying to press the heels away, the crown of the head towards the front. Feel your core, don't let your hips come up. Try to tug the tailbone a tiny bit under. One more breath. And slowly lower the knees, lower the hips, lower the belly. Untug your toes, bring the hands underneath your shoulders, lengthening up for low cobra. Try to squeeze the elbows towards each other. And the chin, tiny bit tucked towards the chest. One more breath. And slowly releasing down, tuck your toes, inhale, press the hips back. And exhaling, downward facing dog. One deep inhale through your nose. And a big exhale through your mouth. One more time. Deep inhale through the nose. And a big exhale through the mouth. Bend the knees in between the hands. Step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Gently bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, and start rolling up your spine, one bone at a time. Reaching all the way up to stand. Bring the hands in front of the heart. All together, inhale, shoulders towards the ears. And exhaling, let them drop. Two more times. Inhale, shoulders towards the ears. Exhale, drop. One last time, shoulders to ears. And exhale, drop. Going for our longer sequence, starting to build up. Surya Namaskara B. Bend your knees, tuck the tailbone. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhaling, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog, open your collarbones. Exhaling, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, step the right foot between the hands, lower the left heel down to the mat, 45-degree angle. Reaching with the arms up, deep inhale. And exhaling, directly bring the hands down to the mat, step back to the plank. We're going to hold this plank for 3 breaths. Make sure that the hands are underneath your shoulders. If you have any pain on your wrists, you can always lower to your elbows to a low plank. Use all the fingertips rounding into the mat, especially the inner corner of your hands. One more breath. And slowly, with control, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin, tuck your toes, rotate the shoulders back, inhaling for a low cobra. Trying to stay here, squeeze the elbows towards the rib cage. If you want to go further, lift the hands off the mat, but make sure the shoulders stay low, they are not crunching up. One more breath. And slowly releasing down, tuck your toes, inhaling, press the hips back. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Directly on your inhale, step the left foot between the hands. Right foot goes down to the mat, 45-degree angle. Inhaling, arms up, warrior 1. Hips are facing to the front. And exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat, step back to plank. Again, 3 long breaths. Make sure that you're breathing, control your breathing. One more breath. And slowly lower the knees, lower the chest, Lower the chin and tug your toes, letting the shoulders back, lengthening for a low cobra. Take a moment here to feel your body still pressing the feet into the mat. If you have lower back pain, maybe open a little bit more your feet. One more. And releasing down, tug your toes. Inhaling, press the hips back. And exhaling, downward facing dog. One deep inhale through the nose. And a big exhale through the mouth. Bend the knees between the hands. Step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone. Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti position. Going a little bit further, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step, jump back, Chaturanga. Elbows next to the ribs. Inhaling up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Directly set the right foot between the hands. This time the left knee stays up, staying on our high lunge here. Reach with the hands up high above your shoulders and trying to keep right knee in front of your right hip, reaching towards the front. Left heel is pointing back. We're going to hover the floor. Inhaling, lengthen up high a little bit more. Exhaling, bend the left knee, lower a little bit further. One more time. Inhaling up. Exhaling, lower and hover. Inhaling up, stay here, feel the work through the right leg. You're going to try a challenge, bring the hands in front of the heart, slowly swing the weight towards the front, and see if you can bring yourself into a warrior 3. Testing our first balance here. The hips should be gently closed, facing down to the mat. If you can lengthen the right leg, otherwise keep a gentle bend. And with control, slowly lower the left foot back. Inhaling, bring the arms up high, just to check. And exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat, step back to plank. Taking a deep inhale. Exhaling, lower Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Take 3 long breaths here. And allow maybe a little movement through your legs if you need to. If you feel that in the downward dog there is tension or your lower back is rounding, you could always bend a little bit your knees. Try to bring the chest towards your thighs. One more breath. And going to the other side. On your next inhale, set the left foot between the hands. Right knee stays up, preparing to go to our high lunge, lifting up high. And slowly here, allow yourself to control your legs. Make sure that your left knee is not falling in or out. Direction towards the front with your toes as well. And see if you can gently bend the right knee. Try to hover it down the ground. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, lower and hover down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhaling, gently low and hover. Inhaling up. Slowly from here, bring the hands in front of the heart. Swing the upper body towards the front. Bring the weight to the left foot. So you can lift the right heel up. Keep your hips closed. And it helps if you press a little bit the palms towards each other to help you have the upper body a little bit more engaged. One more breath. And with control, slowly lowering the right foot back down. Coming onto this high lunge, take a deep inhale. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat, step back to plank. Deep inhale into this plank. Exhaling, lower Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. 3 deep inhales and exhales. And if you need any variations, if you want a gentle child pose, that's always an option. One more breath. All together, bend the knees in between the hands. Step or jump to the front. Exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Savasthiti position. We're going to go to a balance and to go further with our sequence. Bring the hands up high towards the sky, still giving space between your shoulders. Inhale, ground the right foot, bring the left knee up towards your chest. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, press the left foot towards the front, stay here up high. Feel the energy through your left leg, your left quad, and hip flexor. One deep inhale. Exhaling, slowly swing the left foot back. Don't let it touch the ground. And gently step it a little bit further away onto that high lunge. Bring the shoulders above your hips. Take a deep inhale. And exhaling, lower the left heel down. Left foot parallel to the short side of the mat. Arms to the sides for warrior two. In this warrior two, try not to fall forward. Still really engaging the sides of your body. Controlling all what's happening. Notice the pressure around your feet. Make sure that the back of the feet is also grounded into the mat. One more out. Now here, make sure you're not pressing with the left hand of your left knee, but see if you can walk it a little bit further. Feel that full stretch to the right side of the body. One more breath. On your next inhale, come back to the center. Reach with the right fingertips towards the front. And exhaling, opening for Utthita Trikonasana. If you feel that there is any pain on your right knee, you can give it a little bend. Or you could even take a block. Use that block, maybe a chair, to have a little bit more support. It's important to have the sides of the body engaged. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. And exhale, reverse the triangle. Inhaling center, bend the right knee. Bring the right elbow onto your right thigh. Reach with the left hand towards the front for Parsvakonasana. And again here, make sure you're pressing as well from the back heel and back of the left foot. So you're creating one long line to the left side of the body. Belly comes in, is engaged. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, lengthening the right knee up. Exhale, reverse the triangle one more time. Inhaling center. Now closing the right toes to look towards the left toes. If you feel that the legs are too far apart, just wiggle through your feet so that you close a little bit more. Bring the hands to your hips, open up your chest, open up shoulders, and exhaling, fold forward. If you feel more comfortable, maybe you want to bring the hands down to the mat, trying to keep the elbows pointing back, and shoulders away from your ears. See if you can bring the weight toward your toes. That can challenge the stretch in the back of the legs. One more breath. And slowly bring the hands towards your hips. Inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. We're gonna open the right toes to point towards the front. Open the arms, bend the right knee for warrior two. Stay here, take a deeper inhale. And exhaling, we're going to rotate the hands down onto a low lunge, lower the left knee down. Inhaling, reach with the arms up high. Exhaling, bring the left elbow outside of the right knee, hands in front of the heart. And see if you can point the right elbow up towards the sky. Create one long line from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Reaching a little bit further for this squeeze. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming back to the center, reach with the arms up high. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat, step back to plank. Taking a deep inhale. Exhaling, lower chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking one deep inhale and one deep exhale out. Bend the knees, look between the hands. Step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti position, going to the left side. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Directly bend the knees in between the hands. Step or jump to the front. Exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti position. Reach the right up towards your nose. And pressing the right heel towards the front. Really keep not to fall backwards. Feel the work of your right thigh, your right hip flexor. And with control, gently let it swing back. And slowly reaching as far back as possible, lowering onto that high lunge. Adjust your shoulders above your hips. And slowly lower the right foot down, parallel to the short side of the mat. Arms to the sides for warrior two. Again, take a moment to breathe, catch your breath. And see if you can gently settle with every exhale. Reaching out with both arms. One more breath. On the next inhale, lengthening the left knee up. Exhaling, reverse the triangle. Give yourself a big stretch to the left side. Make sure to not press to the back knee. One more breath. On your next inhale, come back to the center. Reach with the left hand towards the front. And exhaling, opening for Utthita Trikonasana. Right hand over the right shoulder. If you feel it's too much, maybe hand to the shin, maybe bend your right knee. Or you could always use your block to have a little bit more support. But see if you can really have that engagement of the sides of the body and core. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. And exhale, reverse the triangle. Inhaling center. Bend the left knee. Bring the left elbow on top of the left thigh. Reaching with the right hand towards the front for Parsva Konasana. Inhale, one long line from the back heel to the right fingers. And try not to lift the shoulder to your ears. See if you can rotate the right shoulder down the back. Turn the right palm to look towards your face. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, lengthening the left knee. Exhale, reverse the triangle one last time. Inhaling center. Now closing the left toes to look towards the right toes. Bring the hands back to the hips. Rotate the shoulders, open up the chest. Now see if you can keep the hands onto your hips this time. Imagine you have a balloon behind your back. You want to squeeze the balloon with your elbows. Reaching from the crown of the head. And exhaling, fold forward. Notice your shoulder blades. If you can roll them a little bit further down the back. You space in your shoulders and your ears. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, opening the left toes to the front, bend the left knee, opening that warrior two. Taking one deeper inhale, see if you can reach even further lower to really engage the left thigh. And slowly rolling the hands down to the mat, lower the right knee down, low lunge, inhaling the arms up high. Exhaling, bring the right elbow outside of the left knee, hands in front of the heart. So you can open the left elbow up towards the sky, press the hands towards each other. And that little pressure helps you to rotate your upper body, twisting a little bit deeper. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming back to the center, reach with the arms up high. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat, step back to plank. Taking a deep inhale. Exhaling, lower chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale. And a deep exhale out. Bend the knees in between the hands. Step or jump to the front. Exhaling, fold forward. Uttanasana chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti position. We're going to go to a more challenging balance and core. Bring the arms up high. Imagine you're holding a block between your hands. Now one more time, bringing the left knee up towards your nose. Keep the right foot grounded. Exhaling, press the left foot towards the front. Keep one long line, flex the left foot. One more breath. And slowly swinging the left heel back, coming into a warrior three. Bring the hands in front of your heart if you wish, or otherwise you can keep them above your head, maybe open them to the side. Totally up to you. One more breath here. And slowly, you're going to lower the left hand down to the mat. If you want, you can also take a block, place it underneath your left hand. Keep pressing out with your left heel, and see if you can open the right arm towards the sky for a twisted half moon. You really have to engage the core and reach from the crown of the head also to the front to give more space for that rotation onto the upper body. One more breath. And slowly lower the right hand down, lower the left heel back, preparing to go onto a high plank. Inhale, step the right foot back. One more breath. And slowly we're going to lower the right elbow down, lower the left elbow down, and directly passing the weight towards the left foot, bring the left forearm across to the short side of the mat, and open the right arm up for a side plank. In this side plank, if you feel it's too much, you can keep one foot in front of the other. Maybe you want to keep the right foot in front to give yourself a little support. Whatever you are, really engage, lifting up your hips. If you feel very active today, maybe you want to lift also your right heel up. One more breath. And so you lower down, lower the right elbow down, and gently lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin. Bring the hands in front of your shoulders, about 20 centimeters. You can press the palms down to the mat, and inhaling, rolling up the spine. Exhaling, slowly roll down. Two more times, inhaling, rolling up, engage your glutes, protect your lower back. Exhaling, releasing down. One last time, inhaling up. Exhaling, slowly rolling down. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders, pressing the hip bone back onto a child pose here. Take a moment to release the forehead to the ground. Maybe you want to keep the hands to the front. Maybe you want to bring the hands next to your feet. Slowly starting to cool down the practice. Give ourselves a little bit more space. One more breath. And slowly bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Help yourself to come back onto that tabletop position. Tuck your toes. Let the belly drop. Inhaling, looking for a big cow. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the navel in for a big cat. Just one more time, let the belly drop. Inhaling for a big cow. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the navel in for a big cat. Come back to the center, bring the sit bones back and up for a downward facing dog. Taking a deeper inhale and a deeper exhale out. Bend the knees between the hands. Step or jump to the front. Exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti position. Going to the other side, last standing sequence. You're gonna ground yourself, reach with the arms up high, space between your shoulders. Imagine you're holding a block between your hands. And then from here, you're gonna reach with the left knee up towards the nose. Keep the right foot grounded. One more breath. Slowly pressing with the heel back onto that warrior three. Really give yourself a moment here. Perhaps you want to stay still. Perhaps you want to open the arms out over the sides. Totally up to you. One more breath. And with control, lowering the left hand down. Open the right arm out towards the sky. Reach a bit further from the crown of the head. One more breath. And so lower the right hand down, lower the left foot as far as possible. Inhale, stepping back to a plank. And directly from this plank, we're going to move all the way down. Lower the right elbow, pass the weight towards the right side of the foot. Left foot maybe stays over, maybe the left foot stays in front. If you need, use it, bend the left knee to help you have a little bit higher to support your weight. Reaching with the left arm up. And see if you can lift the left heel up if you want to go a little bit more active today. One more breath. And slowly lower the left hand down. Prepare yourself to lower the knees, lower the chest. Bring the hands in front about 20 centimeters. Inhaling, lengthening up high. We're going to stay here this time. If you're staying in this high seal, the closer the hands are to your shoulders, the more intense the back bend is going to be. If you feel that there is pain on your lower back, you can always try to open a little bit more your legs. If you do that, you might feel that it releases a little bit more that tension. Still press the feet into the mat, engage your glutes, and give a bigger stretch to your core. See if you can open a little bit more the front of the body. One more breath. And gently releasing all the way down. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders and give yourself a little push to bring the hips back onto a child pose. Maybe the arms stay all the way to the front. Maybe the hands come next to your feet. And in this child pose, see if you can expand the abdomen towards your thighs, giving a little bit more space to the lower back. Feel how the skin stretches. One more breath. And slowly bring the hands underneath your shoulders, coming back onto a tabletop position. Let the belly drop. Inhaling, looking up for a big cow. Exhaling, tug the tailbone, press the navel in for a big cat. Let the belly drop. Inhaling, big cow. Exhaling, tug the tailbone, press the navel in for a big cat. One last time. Deep inhale. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the navel in. Inhaling, coming back to the center. And gently tuck the toes, bring the hips back. Our last vinyasa, sit bone out to the sky. Bend the knees between the hands. Either step or jump to the front. Exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti position. One last time, interlace the fingers, press the palms up towards the sky, rolling the shoulders down, and see if you can bring the weight towards your toes, lift your heels. Trying to lengthen your whole body. One more breath. And slowly lowering the heels down, lower the hands. Inhaling, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, step or jump back, Chaturanga or knees, chest, your own choice. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Slow. Sit for a moment. If you wish, a little bit out of flesh underneath your sit bones, lengthening the legs together. Inhale the arms up high. Exhaling, slowly fold forward for Paschimottanasana. Now, if you feel that when you're here, you're rounding your back and crunching, you can try to bend your knees, hold your feet, and then slowly lengthen the spine first. And with every exhale, see if you can wiggle your sit bones a little bit further out. One more breath. And you keep doing that until you feel that you reach a comfortable limit. It's not about pushing ourselves or hurting ourselves. So really give time to your body. One more breath here. On the next inhale, come back to the center. Bring the hands back about 20 centimeters behind your back. We're going to bend the knees, bring the heels in front of your sit bones, hip distance apart, and gently lift your hips for a reverse tabletop. And not only pushing the hips up high, but see if you can focus on opening the shoulders, give space all around your collarbones. One more deeper inhale. And deeper exhale. And slowly lower the hips down, coming back to sit. From here, we're gonna open the legs towards the sides into a big dragonfly position. Expanding here again, don't go to your 100%, otherwise we will lock our joints and there is no room for movement. See if you can go to that 80%, flex your feet, press with the heels away, lengthen your spine first, and exhaling, slowly walk the hands a little bit further to the front. You can use the hands and arms to support your weight. Perhaps you want to melt a little bit further. Perhaps you want to go even further. Use your arms to support your forehead. With every breath, see if you can lengthen from the crown of the head. And slowly bring the hands back towards your hips and gently giving ourselves a little side stretch for all the planks that we have done as well. Opening the arms to the side. We're going to bring a little twist so that the left arm is completely parallel to the left leg. Reach towards the front. Maybe you can grab your left toes. Maybe you want to keep the hand in front and give yourself a little twist here, opening all the right side of the body. Maybe the right hand can also grab the left foot. What's important is that you are not falling to the front. So it's better to keep a little bit more height, keep the right arm up, but still feel that stretch through the whole right side of the body. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, and going to the other side this time. Bring the right arm parallel to the right leg. Reach with the right hand towards the front. Maybe grab your toes, maybe down to the mat, and reach with the left hand further. And it might be that you feel that one side is more flexible than the other. That's totally fine. Wherever you are, see if you can relax your neck. Give it a little bit more space. On the next inhale, slowly come back to the center and gently gathering your knees, help your legs to come back together to the front of the mat. Staying here, arms parallel to your legs. Take a deep inhale and exhaling, rolling down in the count of 10, 9, 7, tug the tail one under. Make sure your lower back is pressing down towards the mat. 2, 1, and release the whole body down. Bend your knees. We're going to bring the right heel over the left knee, giving a stretch to our glutes, which especially have worked. Bring the left knee towards your chest, and you can choose to maybe hold from behind underneath your hamstring. Maybe you want to hold your left shin, but make sure that the right foot is flexed as well, so that you are protecting the alignment of your knee. If you feel that this is too strong for you, you can always keep the left foot down to the mat and just stay here. That's totally fine. If you're holding your left knee, see if you can allow your shoulders to relax. Also relax your neck. And gently lowering the feet down, uncrossing your legs, going to the other side. Bring the left knee towards the chest, left ankle on top of the right knee. And you choose maybe staying here, maybe holding underneath your hamstring, or perhaps all the way on top of your right shin. Flexing your left foot, still giving yourself that support. Calming down your breath. And slowly lowering the right foot down to the mat. And gently uncross your legs, lengthening the legs down the mat. Opening about hip distance apart. Opening the arms to the sides of the body, giving space between your armpits. And allowing your eyes to close. Surrendering our bodies. Letting go of any control. For this Shavasana. If you notice tension around your body, you could always guide your breath to those places with every exhale. Imagine blowing away the tension. Or feel the ground underneath melting your body. and gently. You can choose to stay a little bit longer in this Shavasana. You can pause the video. Or if you have to keep going with your day, waking up together slowly, starting to wiggle your fingers, wake up your toes, give yourself a moment perhaps to keep your body soft, perhaps have a big stretch, a big yawn. When you're ready, slowly move yourself towards the right side of the body. Take a moment to come back to your space. With the help of your hands, slowly helping your body to come back to sit. You can choose to sit onto your heels, maybe cross-legged, perhaps bring back that block and give yourself a little bit more height for your hips. Close your eyes, allowing your back to become long. Relax your shoulders, your neck. All together, taking a deep inhale through the nose and a big exhale through the mouth. Bringing the hands in front of the heart into a prayer position. And taking this moment to bow to yourself. Show gratitude for who you are, for how you are. Smile to yourself for making it to practice, taking the time for your mind and body. And remembering that each and one of us is unique and special. Thank you for joining and wishing you a beautiful day. Hopefully see you soon. Namaste.